children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and studying well. So children, we have already learned about living things. We have learned about natural things, man-made things, non-living things. We've already spoken about plants. So now let's move on to the category of living things, the next living things, okay, which is the animals. Okay. So let's talk about animals and their needs. Okay, everybody has needs. Okay, like plants also need air, water, sunlight, okay, to grow. And similarly, even animals need certain things for them to survive. Okay, now in this chapter, we plan to look at different animals, food for animals, and homes for animals. Okay, now let's relate. You must have read the names of houses of pets or domestic animals. Can you guess? So children, like we have a house to live in. Similarly, even the animals have certain places where they live. Okay, where does a dog live? Dog lives in a kennel. Where does a horse live? It is called a stable. And where does a cow live? She lives in a cow shed. Okay. So these are different places where the animals live. The lion lives in a den. Okay. So try to find more houses, okay, the names of house names of different types of animals, okay, where they live. Right. Now let's talk about different animals first. We see many kinds of animals around us. So you must have seen, children, that there are different types of animals. There is a rabbit, okay, which looks different from a tiger. Okay. There is elephant, there is giraffe. They all look so different. Although elephant and giraffe are tall, but still they look so different. So, like we humans also look different, isn't it? Not everybody looks alike. So similarly, animals also look different. They are very different types, different types of animals. Okay. Now, there are animals that they are of different sizes and they are also live in different habitats. Okay. They live in different habitats. So, depending on the weather conditions of a place, okay, certain animals can survive only in extreme cold weather. Some animals cannot survive in such weather. Okay. So, they have different habitats where they can survive. Some animals they are big and some animals they are small. Some animals live on water. Okay. Some animals live on land. Some animals fly in the sky also. Okay. Now, let's start by looking at pet animals. Now, what are these pet animals? I am sure most of you know about pet animals. And some of you must be having them at home as well. Now, these pet animals they are animals like dog, cat, fish or parrot, etc., which we keep inside our homes, and that's why they are called pet animals. We keep them for fun and love them as our family member. So generally, when we want to keep a pet at home, it is only for fun. Okay, we always think like, let's have a pet at home. It would be fun to have one and to take care of someone. Okay, isn't it? So when we have an animal at home, it's entertaining for us. We play with the dog, we play with cats. Okay, we have fishes in the house. We love to touch the aquarium that they are kept in, and then we see their movement. Isn't it fun? Yes. So there are certain animals which we keep in our house for fun and we take good care of them. We give them food to eat, we pamper them. Okay. For dogs and all, we take them for a walk as well, isn't it? Alright. So dog, cat, fish, parrot, these are different types of pet animals that we have. Alright. Now, let's talk about domestic animals. Now, some animals they are kept on farms. They give us many useful things like food and also help us in work. They are called domestic animals. So, these animals they are generally kept on farm. Okay, horse, cow, goat, ox, and we get certain things from them, or we get they also help us in our work. Okay, so like the cow gives us milk. Okay, goat also gives us milk. Goat is also used for meat. Okay, Ox is used to plow the farm. Okay. Horse is used to carry the burden. Okay. Now, let's act on. Do you have any pet animal at home? If yes, then write its name and paste its picture. If no, then name an animal which you want to have and paste its picture from internet. So children, if you already have a pet animal, all you need to do is, I'm sure you must be having a lot of pictures of that animal. So get one picture of it, paste it in the book and also write the name. If you don't have, you must be wishing, okay, I wish I had a pet at home. Say for example, if I wish I had a dog, and you must have already thought of a name. So write that name that you must be thinking that if I have a dog, I'll name him this. Okay, and also paste any picture, okay, or from the internet. Now, so children, like we have pet animals and domestic animals, we have wild animals. Now, what are wild animals? Wild animals are animals that generally live in the jungles. We cannot keep them in our house because they are ferocious. Okay. Now, some animals, they are found in jungle. They are called wild animals. Some of them are also kept in zoo. So, if you want to look at these animals, we generally go to the zoo to see them. Okay. Because they are kept in the cage, okay, or they are kept in an open area and we are outside of that open area and we cannot enter that area. Okay. It is safe zone for them. Okay. So, it is the lion, elephant, giraffe, tiger. These are different types of wild animal. Now, there are certain animals which are water animals. Some animals live only in water, and if you get them out of the water, they cannot survive. Okay. They are called water animals like the fish, whale, octopus, dolphin. These are all water animals or aquatic animals. Okay. Fact check. The tortoise lives for the longest period. So, the lifespan of a tortoise is very long. It can live for 100, 200, 300 years. Okay. Now, birds. Okay. Now, we have already seen different types of animals. We have also seen water animals. Let's talk about birds. They are also of the animal category itself. Okay. Birds are also known as the animals that have wings to fly. Okay. So, they have wings which help them to fly up in the air. So, they have two legs and feathers on their body. They eat with their beaks. Okay. Now, fact check. There are some birds which cannot fly. For example, ostrich, penguin, etc. They have wings. Okay. They have feathers, but they cannot fly because their body itself is so heavy that it cannot take a flight up in the sky. Alright. Now, these animals, okay, the birds, the main characteristics is that they have wings to fly, okay, they have two legs and they have feathers on their body. How do they eat? They all have beaks, okay, they eat with their beaks. Parrot, and all these animals will have, all these birds, they have different type of beaks, okay. So, there is parrot, there is crow, there is pigeon and there is eagle. They all have different types of beaks, okay. Their body structure is also different, okay. Now, let us talk about insects, okay. Now, what are these insects? Like, you must be seeing them crawling in your house, okay, most of the time, and they are found everywhere. So, be it at home or maybe in the park or maybe in the jungle. So, these insects are everywhere, okay. They are very small animals, they can be found everywhere and they all have 6 or 8 legs, okay, and most have wings to fly. Like ant, you have mosquito, you have honeybee and you have butterfly also. These are all different types of insects, okay. Now, children, now that we know about all these different types of animals, so children, do you think that animals need food? Yes, they do need food to survive. They need water also, Okay. So, now let's talk about the different food that these animals eat. Okay. Like us, animals also need food and water to live. Different animals eat different types of food item. Okay. Some animals, they eat plants and their products like grass, leaves, etc. They are called plant eaters or herbivores. So, animals that eat plants or eat grass or leaves and all, they are called herbivores. Okay, plant eating animals like goat, cow, horse, sheep, they eat plant or plant products. Okay. Now, the second type is the herbivores. Some animals, they eat the flesh of other animals. Okay. They are called flesh eaters or carnivores. Okay. Like the lion, the wolf, the leopard, eagle. Okay. They survive on the other animals, okay. So, they are called carnivores. Now, there are certain animals that eat both, okay. They eat plants as well as they eat the flesh of other animals. Now, these animals are known as the omnivores, okay. Omnivores like the crow. So, have you seen a crow? A crow can eat whatever, if you giving him a vegetable to eat, it will eat, okay. If you give a crow dead remains of animal, okay, it will eat that also. So, crows can eat anything, they are omnivores. Bears, dogs, okay, dogs eat bone, dogs eat dogs drink milk also, dogs eat fruit, the vegetables also that we give. Sparrow, okay, sparrows eat grains as well, okay. Now, there are certain animals that eat grains, nuts or seeds. They are called grain eaters, like the squirrel, hen, the rat or parrot. They eat grains, okay, they are called grain eaters. Now, some animals, they eat insects and worms, okay, they are called insect eaters or insectivores, like for example, frog. Okay. Children, you know this frog, they have a long sticky tongue. So, what happens is that whenever they see an insect, they slip out their tongue from the mouth and they grab hold of their prey. Okay. They grab hold of that insect and they swallow it. Okay. Now, so next time you see a frog, you know it has a long tongue, sticky tongue on which the prey or the insect, it gets stuck and then they pull it inside. Okay. Now, spider, chameleon, okay, and sparrow. These are all insect eaters. Now, insectivores. Okay, act on. Name the animal that eat only plants. Okay, the only plants, you can say giraffe. Okay, only flesh, lion. Only grains, okay, only grains, you can talk about, say for example, plants like parrot or hen. Hen eats only grain, okay. Parrots eat chilies as well. Then you have only insects, so plants that the animals that eat only insect. It can be a chameleon or maybe a frog, okay. Fact check. Frog has a long tongue rolled inside its mouth to catch the insects and worms. Its tongue grows from the front, okay, which makes it easier to catch flies. So, it has a long tongue which is rolled inside the mouth, and then whenever they see their insect, it comes out and it just gulps in the insect. Now that we know about the food habits, now you know these animals, they live in different places as well, isn't it? We spoke about this in the beginning of the chapter. Now let's look at the different home of animals. Animals need shelter to protect themselves from and their young ones from the rain, heat, cold and the enemies. What are these enemies of animals? These enemies are the other insects or animals or birds that are stronger than them. Okay? So, every animal, like we humans, try to protect ourselves from any kind of enemies or harm, they also try to protect themselves and their young ones. Okay? Now, some animals, they live in natural shelters, like lion lives in den. So, this is natural shelter which is there, any type of a cave which must be there, or inside the rocks they stay there. Fish lives in water. Snakes live in hole. Okay. Monkeys, they live on trees. Owl lives in the hole of tree trunk. Elephant lives in jungle. Some animals build their own homes, like the birds. Okay, they make nest to live. Okay, in that nest they lay their eggs. They take care of their young ones. They give them food to eat until they start flying. Okay, rabbit dig burrow to live. A spider makes web to live. Bees make a hive. Okay, now some homes of animals are built by us, like for our pet and domestic animals. So, said there are certain homes that we build for them. Okay, like we build a cow shed. Okay, for cows to live. So, cows live in a shed. Dogs are kept in kennels. Okay, hens, they are kept in coops. So, if you see that these hens at the sunrise, okay, as soon as it is sunrise and all, you know, you leave them, the person, okay, they farmers especially, they leave them free, okay, and as soon as the sun sets or before the sunset, they put them back into their house or the coops. Okay. Horses live in stable, and these animals are kept inside these places to keep them safe and secured. Okay. Now, let us look at this fact check. Okay, let us do a fact check. These ants. Have you ever seen an ant roaming alone? You will never see one. Okay, unless it has just lost its path. Okay, you will always see that ants live in groups. Okay, even if there is a single grain of sugar fallen in the kitchen, you will see that there is a long line of ants that come over there. Okay, just with the smell of the sugar, the sweet, they all gather there to take that piece. Okay, so ants live in group, they are, which is called colony, and they make ant hills to live in. So, sometimes if you see in the parks and all, or towards not where the grass is, but towards the edges and all, you will see this small hill types of things. Those are ant hills. Ants live inside them. Okay. Now, so every time you observe these things, you must make a note of it, or you must share that information with your friends and teachers as well. Okay. Now, let us explore around. Below are some of the animals. Write B for the big animals and S for the small animals in the box. I am sure you all can do this very quickly. Okay. Just looking at it only, you know which is big and which is small. Now, let us see how much you followed this chapter about the animals and the different types of animals, the food that they eat, the place that they live in. Okay. So, let us look at the gist of this chapter now. We see different kinds of animals around us. They are of different sizes and they live in different habitats. Okay. Animals we keep inside our home, they are called pet animals. Animals kept on farms are called domestic animals. There are certain wild animals that live in water, for example, fish, whale, etc. Now, birds. Okay, birds have two legs, and what do they have? They have wings to fly. Insects, they have 6 or 8 legs, and most of them also have wings to fly. For example, the housefly, the honeybees and all, you will see that they fly, the mosquitoes also. Animals also need food and shelter. Plant eaters are the animals that eat plants and their products. Flesh eaters are the animals that eat flesh of other animals. Grain eaters, they eat grains, nuts or seeds. while insect eaters eat insects and worms. Then, animals that live in natural shelters or build their own home, okay. There are certain animals that live in natural shelter, like the lion, okay, that lives in a den. The den can be a cave inside the forest, okay. And some of them, like the birds and all, they build their own nest, okay. Some homes of animals are built by man, like the kennel, the coop and all. It is built by the man, okay. Now, let's look at the new word that we've seen in the chapter, shelter. What do you understand by the word shelter? It is a place that gives protection to live in, okay. Now, let's check your knowledge. It's time to evaluate you, okay. Take the correct option. 1. Animals need A. Food, B. Shelter, C. Both A and B. So, what's the right answer, children? It is C. They need both A and B, okay. Second, crows eat plant, flesh or both A and B. Crows are omnivores. So, they eat both A and B, plant and flesh. Okay, the third one, dash eats insects or worms. Is it A. Squirrel, B. Bat or C. Eagle? It is B. Bat, okay. Squirrel eats nuts and eagle eats another animals, okay. Next, dash lives in natural shelter, bird, fish or rabbit? It is the fish, okay. Natural shelter for them is the water, okay. Cow lives in shed, stable or coop? It is the shed. Stable is for horse and coop is for hen, okay. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. Now, animals are of dash sizes, same or different? Absolutely right, they are different. We keep pet animals for fun or work? We keep them for fun, to enjoy yourself, okay. Dash animals live in water, land or water animals? Water animals. Dash eat with their beaks, cats or birds? Who has beak? It's the birds, okay. Honeybee is an dash insect or animal? Honeybee is an insect, okay. Now, write T for true and F for false statements. We see many kinds of animals around us. True or false? It is absolutely true. We keep pet animals at farm. It is actually, people do keep them in the farms also, but generally they stay in the house of the farmer, okay. So, pet animals are not kept in the farms, they are kept in the house, okay. So, this is false. Lion and elephants are wild animals. Is it true or false? It is absolutely true. They are wild animals. Birds and insects cannot fly. True or false? It is absolutely false. They can fly because they have wings. Water animals live in water. Is it true or false? It is absolutely true. Okay. Now, look at the picture and then you have to circle the odd one out, okay. So, you have the horse, you have the cow and you have the goat and you have a tiger. So, which one is the odd? It is the tiger, okay, because the rest of them are domestic animals. Now, next is the lion, eagle, elephant or zebra, okay. So, now, so odd one is the eagle because the rest of them are land animals. Eagle flies in the air, in the sky, okay. Then you have dolphin, you have a honeybee, butterfly and mosquito. So, these are insects and which is the odd one? It's the fish, that's the dolphin. Alright, now read the description and unscramble the names of animals given below. So, now you have the description, you have words that are jumbled. So, you need to solve this one, okay. A plant eater animal, it's a sheep, okay. A grain eater animal, pigeon. Animal that lives in hole, snake. Animal that lives in kennel, dog. Animals that live in web, spider. Alright? So children, I hope you will be able to write the spellings. S-H-E-E-P, sheep. P-I-G-E-O-N, pigeon. S-N-A-K-E, snake. D-O-G, dog. Okay, S-P-I-D-E-R, spider. Alright, now answer the following questions. Define the following with examples. Okay, so you have to define pet animals, animals that are kept inside the house for fun. Okay, domestic animals, now examples of pet animals is dog, cat. Okay, domestic animals, animals that are kept at the farm. Okay, so you can write cow or goat. Okay, wild animals, animals that live in the forest. Okay, that, so you can write lion, tiger, elephant. Water animals, animals that live in the water, okay, are called water animals. Shark, dolphin. Okay, how do birds and insects fly? They fly with the help of the wings. Name two birds and insects. Okay, two birds, you can say sparrow, eagle. Insects, spider. Okay, which one? One more. I know, I'm sure that you can answer this one. Yes, it is housefly. Okay. Why do animals need shelter? To protect themselves from the heat, cold, okay, the changing weathers, you can say, from other animals. All right. Next, name two animals that live in natural shelter. Okay, we can say the lion, we can say the fish, okay, that live in the water. Where do domestic animals live? They live on the farms. Okay, now fun zone. Draw the missing parts of animals and color the pictures. I'm sure that you all can do this easily. Name the 8 animals hidden in the maze given below. Go up and down, left and right, and find them. Write the names in the blanks given below. One is done for you. So now you have to find the different animal names that is hidden in this crossword puzzle. Okay, I'm sure that I also, if I just look at it, I can find eagle, I can find horse. Okay, there's sparrow written in it. So you know, the rest of them, I'm sure that you will find quickly. Time to do a field activity. Zoo is a wonderful place to visit, as we can see different kinds of animals there. Ask your teacher or parents to organize a trip to the zoo. Okay, collect some pictures of animals and paste them in your scrapbook, and try to find out more about animal needs with the help of internet and other books. So this is an activity that you need to do. Firstly, you can visit the zoo with your teacher and your classmates, and second, if not, then you can go with your parents. Okay, then you have to collect the pictures of different types of animals and paste them in your scrapbook, and then also mention about the animal needs. All right, now next, life skills and values. Now this is something that we all must follow. It is a very important thing. You should make it a part of your natural living. Okay, nature. Okay, we should not hurt animals. They are our friends. So children, when we don't hurt animals, they don't hurt us. When we don't trigger them, okay, they will not harm us. So keep some grains and water into separate bowls in your balcony every day for birds. If you have pets, clean them and their shelter regularly. If you see a sick animal, take it to a veterinary doctor immediately. So the person who treats animals, okay, is known as a veterinary doctor. Okay, take a look around your home. Look for an open space to make a bird feeder where you can keep food and water for birds. Arrange the food material and put them in open vessel. Okay, make them look attractive so that the birds feel welcome. So you can easily do this activity. Now Discuss in class why there is a need to take care of animals. So children, as we know, slowly and gradually, because of us humans only and the activities that we do, okay, there are certain animals which are disappearing from the surface of the earth, okay, they are not there anymore, okay, they are getting extinct. So that is the reason why we need to protect them and care for them, okay, because children, all these animals in turn help us, okay, we are all interdependent on each other. So all living beings are dependent on plants, animals and humans. It's like a cycle which is followed by all. Now, hustle and bustle. Here is the recipe of making sandwiches in the shape of animals. Give your sandwiches these look. You can use the things given below. So, if you see, they have used berries, okay, they have used grapes, black grapes, they have used strawberries, okay, banana, and sandwiches are made. So, you can also try using them, okay, and making a lovely delicious sandwich for yourself. You can use fruits, cheese spread, peanut butter, jam, okay, these are different types of sandwiches, alright. But before you get your tummies filled with all these different types of yummy and delicious sandwiches, I tell you and I recommend you that you finish this chapter quickly, all the exercises, reread this chapter and then quickly start making your sandwiches. Alright children, get going.